So Halo Campaign Evolved is coming out soon, and so I thought it would be cool to make one of my favorite video game characters, period, Master Chief. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and donate to my Buy Me a Coffee if you want to see more of these videos. Let's get started. Okay, so I was about to start spray painting when I realized I didn't record anything about this, so I'm just going to briefly go over what I did. So I 3D printed this out on my 3D printer, and I just glued it together with hot glue. Now, this is a very, very rough job. This is the first thing I ever sliced. I actually made this a while ago, and I'm just getting around to painting it. So yeah, I just basically glued it together with hot glue, as you can see. And, I just used this, I'll put a picture of it on screen if I can find it. But just like a filler thing, like a seam filler. And so yeah, I have some filler primer, and I'm just gonna spray paint it all over to get it all smooth. Oh, and this is sanded. This is sanded. So yeah, that's kind of just what I did. Okay, so I just hit it with the first coat of the filler primer, and it's looking pretty good. I'm gonna sand down all like the bits you can see, like this and stuff. I'm gonna sand that all down, and I'm gonna do another coat. Okay, so I have the filler primer on it. There's a few scuffs here and there, but overall I think it looks pretty good, and I'm gonna hit it with the green spray paint. This is the green spray paint I got. It's from the brand Eyerlac. I've never tried this spray paint. It's a acrylic spray paint, so that's interesting. It was pretty cheap. I got it for 10 bucks. So yeah, I'm gonna try this. This is the green after the first coat. So a lot brighter than I thought. Yeah, I'm gonna do a few more coats. Okay, so this is the helmet all green, and I'm gonna add the black parts to like the visor in the back. So yeah, I'm just gonna do that. Okay, this is it all weathered. I'm really liking how it's looking. So yeah, what I basically just did is that I dabbed on black paint, and then I wiped it off with paper towel, and I did that with silver on the black, and it really gives us a nice dirty, aged look. I may have went a little overboard on the grime, but I think it's pretty good. I have the lights as silver, because I don't want to, like, these aren't hollow, so I can't really, like, fix lights into it. And for the visor, I have this kind of gold motorcycle visor that I'm gonna put inside. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. Okay, so I have the visor inside the helmet now, and I think it's looking pretty good. I did have a lot of trouble getting it in there though, so I had to add some foam here, and it's a little more pushed in than I like. But like, from a lot of angles, it's pretty good. Yeah. I think it's finished. And that is going to wrap up today's video. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and donate to Buy Me a Coffee if you want to see more of these videos. Also, I started streaming on Twitch if you want to check me out there. I stream fairly consistently. And yeah, I will see you all next time. In this video, I'm going to show you how I made this ghost mask from Call of Duty. Let's get started. Alright, so, to start, I have this skeleton mask here. I got this at the dollar store a while ago. And yeah, I'm going to be using it for the ghost mask. I have my Dremel tool right here. And I'm just going to cut the jaw off. There. The jaw is now off. Alright, so I'm just gonna spray paint the skull mask white. Most skull masks are gonna be already white, so apparently don't have to do this part, but I am. There. Alright, so what I'm doing next is a black wash. So I am going to take some black and some brown paint, and I'm going to mix it with some water. Like so. Some black. Mix that up. And with this, I'm going to just brush it on there. Yeah, like that. Then with some paper towel right here, I'm gonna wipe it off. There. Alright, so next I'm just going to put some black paint in the nose and around the eyes. Alright, so I just finished up with the mask. Here are the two lines. I liked how this turned out. For the details on the balaclava, I just used some chalk because I want to reuse this balaclava, but paint will work equally as good. Yeah. Alright, so I just finished the makeup for the ghost, and basically I just put some black face paint around my eyes. Kind of looking like Batman from the new Batman movie. Yeah, I look like a panda. Yeah. Alright, so we are going to put together the costume. I have the balaclava I made with the chalk. Like that. Now for the mask. Oh yeah. This is looking good. And that is going to conclude today's video. Make sure to like, subscribe, do all that. I recently set up a Buy Me a Coffee if you want to support me that way. And I'll see you guys next time. Hello everybody, welcome to Chaotic Studio. I like to make things, and these are the things that I make. So lately I've been addicted to this game called Stardew Valley. It's a cozy farming game, and it's really fun. There are these little characters in it called Junimos. They're little apple creatures, and they're really cute. So obviously, I decided to make one. Let's get started. So I have this decorative apple right here. I got this from Dollarama for around like a buck. It came in a 2-pack, so I have an extra apple laying around. So you're gonna need one of these and 2 of these little doll eyes. Now these things are made for like dolls and teddy bears, and yeah, they're pretty cool. They're like little plastic beads. You can also use, I suppose you can also use plastic beads, but I'm using these doll eyes, and I have 2 of them. So you're gonna just punch them through the hole, and we'll secure it with glue in a second. Let's see if it fits. There, that's 1 on. And that's 2. So there, you have a apple with 2 little eyes. For the Junimo's limbs, I have this wire. This wire is used for gardening, and so for the legs, I'm gonna make them kind of short. If you have wire cutters, use those. I just have these scissors. So a short little leg, and at the bottom, you can puncture it through. There, now the Junimo has little legs. And for his arms, I'm gonna make him a little bit longer. And there. Now he has a little arm. Now he has little arms. I almost forgot the most important thing. The Junimo's rosy cheeks. So I have some pink paint right here. And I'm gonna do a dry brush. Dry brush is a technique when you add a little bit of paint to a brush, and then you wipe off most of it from the brush, so it's more subtle. So I wipe off most of it onto a paper towel, then on the Junimo. There, nice rosy cheeks. I'm gonna let that dry. So for the minecart, I decided to use foam core. It's like the middle of poster board, like the type of things that you'll use in a school project. And I made this little template out of some paper just so I get an accurate shape each time. So I'm gonna cut these out. Okay, so I have all the pieces here. I did a kind of brick pattern, but I didn't end up liking that, so I just did these simple lines. And so I'm just gonna glue them. And I have this hot glue gun right here. So I just glued all those pieces together, and I made this little minecart. Next I'm gonna add to the wheels. And yeah. So I am cutting out to the wheels now. Alright, this is the finished project. I painted some silver on the wheels and the rim on the top. I also added some variety in the browns. And I painted the inside black. And this is him inside the minecart. I really like how this turned out. And yeah. Alright, that just about wraps up today's episode. I really liked how this guy turned out. Make sure to like and subscribe so I can keep making videos like this. And I'll see you next time. Bye. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I made this Withered Bonnie mask. Let's get started. Alright, so I just finished up the helmet base. I think it's looking pretty good. It's just made out of a bunch of cardboard strips. Yeah. Also made out of cardboard, I made the jaw. This is a big piece of cardboard with a strip around it. I have some foam, and I'm just gonna put it along here to thicken it up. Alright, so a quick little update. I just painted the jaw piece all black. And I painted the inner mouth white and silver, and I'm about to hit it with a black wash to give it a nice dirty look. So yeah, this is what I've been doing. Alright, so I just finished wrapping the ears in fabric, and they look great, just as long as you don't look at the back. Yeah, I think the ears look great. Alright, so quick update. I have everything wrapped in my fabric. Nothing is attached right now. Yeah. Everything is now covered in the blue fabric. Okay, so I'm recording this in the future, that's why my desk looks a lot different, but I just want to explain what exactly I did, because I forgot to record that. But basically, I just dabbed on some black paint, and then over that, I dabbed on some blue paint. I went for the blue Bonnie look, because that's what I think is the right color. Correct me in the comments if you want. But I did purple on the ears. If you want to do a purple Bonnie, I just switch out the blue fabric for purple, and the blue paint on top for purple too. Yeah, also, I added another piece of fabric here, to connect it. And yeah. Sorry, I just forgot to mention all that. Yeah. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and donate to Buy Me a Coffee. We are almost at 500 subscribers, so if you subscribe, that'll be really great. Anyway.